You guys, it's Jessica, and I turned 40 on Wednesday. It's still happening, and I had to come to you with video number 4 in my Countdown to 40 series. So we've already talked about fitness, we've talked about relationships, and we've talked about mindset, and today's gonna be my top tips around nutrition. Now, of course, you wanna go back and watch your other videos, because all of these tips can also work interchangeably with each other, but these are gonna be focused solely on my personal nutrition commandments. Now, this is not something traditional. I'm not a nutritionist. I am not an expert. These are literally just things that I apply to my life that help me stay on track with my food. Because what I've learned is when I started this journey as a Beachbody coach, especially about 10 years ago, I thought I was eating healthy and I wasn't fueling my body to help it perform at its optimal level. So a lot of these tips, they may seem silly or, unconventional, but they work for me. So I thought I would share them with you. All right, tip number 1, don't have it in the house. I am a human garbage disposal. I don't know if anyone else out there is like me, but I was raised to clean my plate. So I ultimately blame you, mom and dad. Thanks a lot. I will not only clean my plate, I will clean your plate. If we're out to dinner, you're either this person or you're not. And if you are, then you get me. But if you not only get your food to go, you will take anyone's food to go. Because you're like, we can't waste that. We can't waste that. Like, I've got to eat all the bread in the bread basket. Like, there's nothing left behind. That is me. Because of that, I cannot have things in the house that I am not going to eat because I'm going to eat all of it. So, especially my husband, he doesn't like leftovers, whatever that means. So I not only have to eat my leftovers, I have to eat his leftovers. And so yeah, do not have it in the house if you are a human garbage disposal like me. Number 2, choose your treats wisely. So my main philosophy of eating is really 85-15, 85% healthy, 15% fun. I incorporate a lot of the tools that are in some of our nutrition programs, like the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix. But now, because I've been doing this for so long, I really know my body. I know what I can have, how much I can have, and all that kind of details. But if you need that help, I can help you get the tools to teach you that. But my number 1 tip around treats are choose them wisely. So for example, I love carbs. I will never be on a no carb diet ever in my life. But I want to choose my carbs wisely and make sure I enjoy them because I don't want to have guilt or shame around eating, especially something that I enjoy. So for example, I love French fries and I love bread. What I don't care for as much is rice and pasta. So I already know in my diet, I'm not going to have rice or pasta, unless there's some really rare occasion, or if I'm in Italy, I'm going to eat pasta. But French fries and fresh baked bread, 100%, I'm not passing it up. But same thing, I will never have sandwich loaf bread. Like, that's not exciting to me. But a big fat yeast roll with honey butter, I'm in. So once again, I'm choosing my treats wisely and making sure they count. As far as fresh baked goods, I eat sweets, you guys. Some people can't believe when I eat a dessert. But what I want it to be, I want it to be homemade. I want it to taste amazing. Growing up, my brothers loved Little Debbie snacks. Not me. No, thank you. I would much rather save my calories for a treat that I'm really going to enjoy. So make sure that you are choosing your treats wisely, because that way you can enjoy them because they're rare, which also makes them feel more special. If you're having donuts every single day, the donut is no longer exciting. But when you allow yourself to have it on your, time you've set allotted because you're sticking to your plan the rest of the time, then you get to enjoy it. You don't have the guilt and you get back right to your plan. Let's see. Next up, know thyself. So sometimes you're like, okay, I'm going to get healthy now, or I've overdone it. It's time to get back on track. And maybe your personality, if you're like me, if I tell myself, okay, for the next 21 days, I'm not eating any more French fries, or I'm not eating any more fresh baked cookies, then all of a sudden that next morning, because I've told myself I can't, all I want for breakfast is French fries and fresh baked cookies. Whereas on a normal day, I would never even consider French fries and fresh baked cookies for breakfast. But because I know myself and I know when I tell myself I can't have something, all of a sudden I want it more. So that's not a good route for me. So know yourself. Maybe you're the opposite. Maybe if you give yourself an inch, you take a mile. Maybe if you said, you know what, you can have one cookie this week, You know good and well, just like the bag of potato chips, not gonna be one chip, it's gonna be the whole bag of chips. So you can't even allow yourself to go there. This is where you just have to know yourself, because that's two different routes that two different people could easily take, making the same decision. So like I said, I know for myself, I like to practice 85-15, because if I know 15% of the time I'm gonna get that treat, then I can survive the other 85% of the time, making sure that I'm fueling my body in the best way possible. Number 4, don't ever, like I said, these are my personal commandments. Don't ever have more than 2 treat meals in a row or miss 2 days of workouts in a row. So this is going to help you stay on track, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I can have a treat meal. Like I said, then that leads to leftovers. Then that can lead to who knows what else, because whenever I don't fuel my body, I don't have energy. I don't feel good. And a lot of times it can be a domino effect into a bad place. So do not go longer than 2 meals, treat meals, and never skip more than 2 days of a workout. Number 5, have a non-routine routine. This is huge for me. I'm all about habits. I'm all about routine. But because I'm a habit-driven routine person, and that's where I work best, is with structure, whenever my normal routine gets thrown off, I used to get derailed all the time. So if I would travel and I didn't have my normal foods or my normal things just right at my fingertips, all of a sudden I would immediately go backwards, because now I just go buck wild on the menu, get an appetizer, an entree, a dessert, a drink, and the next thing you know, that was just lunch. Now we have dinner. So I created a non-routine routine. So now I know, for example, whatever it is that comes into your routine. Maybe you're hitting a lot of birthday parties every single weekend. Maybe you do travel a lot. Whatever the case may be, I have my non-routine routine. So it's a little more flexible than obviously my day-to-day life, but I still have a routine in place with my own commandments. So say I'm going to be traveling, I'm going to know if I'm eating out 2 meals in one day, one meal is 100% super clean. If it's multiple days in a row, then maybe it's, only one day is not super clean. But I create this routine so I still have some rules and guidelines and boundaries to keep me achieving my results. Number 6, food is fuel and green is gasoline. So food is fuel, you guys. Like I said, when I started, I thought I ate healthy. Because I used to skip mayonnaise and skip cheese on my sandwiches. So I'm like, this is healthy. And sometimes I had lettuce. But what I've learned is food is fuel. If you're feeling tired, lethargic, depressed, full of anxiety, all of these things can be affected by your nutritional choices. So I actually started drinking Shakeology, which is all natural meal replacement shake that's loaded with superfoods and all of these nutrients my body wasn't obviously getting in my normal diet. And I did not want to drink the shake, you guys. Someone recommended it to me because I was tired and drained and depressed. And they were like, you know what, just try this. And I was so skeptical and I was like, whatever. But I was desperate enough. And once I fully got those vitamins and nutrients into my system, about 2 weeks in, I couldn't believe the difference I felt. I couldn't believe that something that was just a drink or food could make a difference in my mood. So food is fuel. And you can even know, how many of you have been like me where when you had a treat meal that led to another treat meal that led to another treat meal, and literally by the second or third day, you're like, your life is ending. Like you feel like garbage, you ache, like you don't feel good. It's because you're not fueling your body right. And green is gasoline. If you're skipping green foods, you're missing on the actual thing that's going to really get your engine going and keep you going. So I always try to incorporate something green, period, every single day. And ideally multiple times throughout the day. All right, number 7. I think I've hit all the walls. Number 7, no fast food or sodas. So for me, like I said, you guys, I choose my treats wisely. I don't even like fast food. So this isn't really tough for me to do, but maybe you do. Maybe it's your thing. So maybe you need to choose your fast food wisely, or maybe you can eliminate it altogether. Same with Cokes. I call them Cokes. Some people call them sodas. I don't know some people call them pop. I was raised really not drinking many of those unless it was at grandma's house and you got one with the bendy straw, and I was most excited about the bendy straw. But it's very easy for me to eliminate Cokes and fast food because it's really not enjoyable to me. But if you are enjoying that, then make sure it fits into choosing your treats wisely. Maybe you don't need to get the supersized Coke with the supersized fries with the burger. For me, like I said, it's really not difficult for me to abide by this rule, but I also know I'm never wasting empty calories in a drive-through line unless it's on Sunday and then I only want Chick-fil-A, and that works out perfect because God closed them on Sundays, so I can't even have them. All right, and lastly, number 8, find healthy substitutes for your favorite meals. So I love Mexican food, but what happens is I can make Mexican-inspired dishes. Rather, let me rewind that. I can eat Mexican-inspired dishes because I do not cook, you guys. That's why this is not going down in the kitchen. That's why you're not getting recipes or any of those things, because I do not cook. My husband cooks, and so he is going to make this Mexican-inspired dish at home in a healthier way. So you can substitute in ground turkey or chicken. Taco sauce is a great condiment that's very low in sodium and full of flavor. So I can create my own Mexican salad or have a quesadilla at home, but it's going to be a healthier alternative while still filling my craving for Mexican food. So you don't have to just eat, dry chicken and lettuce to be healthy. You can enjoy food. And there's a lot of things that are really 100% guilt-free that are full of flavor. Like I said, taco sauce is a great condiment. I love using chili, what do you call them? Like red chili flakes. Garlic powder over garlic salt, just a couple of things that can pack the flavor in without the pounds and fueling your body for optimum results. So like I said, if you need more help with your nutrition, if you are really starting from zero and you just know you need some guidance, this month especially, we have amazing deals where you get access to both of our awesome nutrition plans, which really, depending on your personality, one suits you if you like more structure, and the other one will suit you if you need a little bit more freedom and don't want to feel like you're put in a box. But it can help you get a little more foundation. But those are my personal food commandments that I apply to get optimum results in my nutrition. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Shoot me a message at jessicabowsernelsonfitness@gmail.com if you want to get started on your journey with me. But if not, I hope you enjoyed it. Drop some of your food commandments below, and let's continue to help each other live our best lives, because I'm going to be 40 on Wednesday. See you guys.